So we really want to become the most loved tech company for the next generation of creatives. So everything that we do is really focused around kind of communicating to, but also uplifting and supporting the next generation of creatives. And when I say creatives, I mean in the technology community, but also across kind of music and fashion, art and design.
Oh my goodness, love that. Rolling.
Well, I think we really want to make brands like Apple look like the uncool uncle at the party. And you don't need a lot of money to do that, right? We can employ guerrilla tactics to take on our bigger competitors. And I think really speaking to the younger generations in their terms where they spend their time is how we're going to create that brand love.
Your entire personal life is on there, work life is on there, and you don't really want to share maybe your public privacy display. And if you switch it on, only you can see what's happening on the screen.
Okay.
It becomes a democracy issue. Everyone should have access to AI. This will help. You know how to see what's happening. So I can see what's going on now. You guys are standing here. You can see what's going on my screen. If I What are the maybe 3 most important things for me to tell AP?
Focus on these 3 breakthroughs for the S26 series. Proactive agentic AI.
Your phone is really the most intimate device that you have because it controls not only your private life, but also your professional life. And so we want to make sure that no one sees some of the most sensitive information that you have on your phone. Things like your bank statement, your social media messages, or maybe that text message that I sent to my wife, or even the photos of my 3 kids. And so what you can do with the Samsung privacy display is you can switch it on and off, or you can decide for certain apps, like your banking app and maybe for WhatsApp or notifications, that it just blocks those out. So only you can see them and not the people to the left and the right of you.
Thank you, Roy. Thank you. Bye-bye. Yeah. See you again. Thank you very much.
So it's interesting to see how the growth of mobile phones are evolving in Europe. The premium end of Samsung phones are growing with 9%, so a very steady, very strong growth actually. People are now investing more money into their phones because it is like a remote control, not only for your private life, but also for your professional life. If you think about it, everything that you're now holding in your hand can be controlled from that device. So people are willing to invest it. And of course, it's also a fun thing. People use it for their entertainment.
Very professional components that is higher with the 313 to get 10 times you can take a photos. Yeah, it's amazing, right? Yeah, so sometimes you didn't take this. So a part of this components, we also have an action camera, which is okay. So around. Yeah. So we can get it's okay. We saw that so many times our consumer changes their new phone, not because of their mobile phone breaking down, just we want to meet some of the new technology. So we give their opportunities that if one day you want to change your mobile phone with the best technology, you don't need to change your mobile phone. You just add some other models on the phone to make your mobile phone get maybe new scenarios to use. So we designed the modular phone, give their choice to get maybe some new way to use the phone. To you that it is a signal, Bluetooth, and you also can put it on your mobile phone, and which means that you can get very clear connection with your phone. It means that you can get a better signal meet your daily life use. You can also use this outband to put it on. It is good thing. It is not very available for your daily life use. You also can put it on. So higher and higher with your use. People can design their mobile phone by themselves. It's a very, very exciting news for them, right? I am the owner of my mobile phone. Didn't follow the product manager of maybe the manufacturers. I am the product manager of myself. So we want to meet the young generation's idea. When they need the new things, they can add it on.
The single biggest challenge now in terms of mobile phone purchasing is that we effectively have a duopoly dominated by Apple and Samsung. So for all the other players, it's hard to get into their action. You've got Samsung who are pushing hard, global giant, Apple who've locked in a lot of users around the world. So if you're going to get noticed, you have to try and do something different. That might be competing on price, but that's proving very, very challenging this year because of the shortages of memory, which has meant that particularly lower and mid-tier devices have to become more expensive. And if you're in the high-tier devices, it's so crowded that standing out and having something that's relevant from people from the safe bet of an Apple or Samsung phone is really tricky.